Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lad. I am your host, Trixx, aka the man with two X's, and I have a special guest with me this evening.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Thanks for agreeing to have this interview with me.
Man, I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
Yes, am I cutting into any of your business time? I know time is money, man.
Man, you know you my dog, man. You know what time it is.
All right, word. That's what's up then, man. All right, me and you, we're pretty good friends. I know you for a nice amount of time.
Yeah, true.
For the people who don't know you or haven't heard of you, let them know what's your name and where you from.
Well, people out there. I'm DannyB singing, a.k.a. Danny, a.k.a. The Voice. You know what I mean? I'm out here doing this R&B thing, doing this road thing, trying to do these tours, trying to get these women. You know what time it is.
All right, so where are you from, Mr. DannyB, The Voice?
Well, I was born in Richmond, but, I've lived a great part of my life here in the Seven Cities.
How long were you in Richmond?
I was in Richmond starting off probably like 2 years, before my parents moved to Tennessee. We was having a few problems.
Mm-hmm.
We had my little brother, shout out to him, Cody, it's good. And from there, we ended up moving back, back to 804. And I lived there probably till I was like 12, something like that.
And you're in Chesapeake now?
all day. Cheesetown is what they say.
All right, well, can you fill me in about that or describe that early Richmond life?
Well, any person from Richmond will tell you, what I mean? If you living in Richmond, it's hard times. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have hard times. And that's why my parents moved to Tennessee, to move back where my father was from, and so on and so forth. But, we ended up moving back, and it was the same before we left. You know what I mean? Like, still eating the dollar menu on McDonald's. Won't no dollar menu then, you know what I mean? It was the special, $1.99, you feel me? So, but I made it. So that's all that matters, man. It was tough. My parents tried. Everything I went through, I learned from. I remember the stove being on, warming the house, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the way it was. And the brother is strong now, man. I'm thankful for all of that, you know what I mean?
I'm glad you're strong, too.
Yeah.
All right, so what type of household? Well, I heard you say your father and your mother, so both parents were present?
They were present until I was like 12, you know what I mean? Then we moved down to, Chesapeake. A long ridge. You never heard of that, have you?
Until you was 12?
Yeah, until I was like 12, man.
So what happened? They split? They divorced?
Well, I just remember this, man. I remember one day my mother coming to school. I remember sitting in class, getting a message from the intercom saying, Danny Simmons, come down to the office. And it was my mother, and she said, Danny, you need to leave your books. You need to leave everything that has to do with Richmond here.
Wow.
And I can't tell you why, I can't tell you how, but we are leaving, and I'm starting a new life for you because you deserve better. That's how I got here, man. Yeah.
Wow,
right.
That's deep, man.
Right.
So
right. Story untold, never told anybody that till today, man. Real talk.
That's some real stuff right there, man.
Right.
You're a tough guy, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I salute you.
Yeah,
and,
man. Yeah.
Did you grow up like in like a religious household, or would you say what?
Well, at first, I can't say God was around too much. You know what I'm saying? As far as the early part, but when I got here to grandma, mama, she made sure we went to church. And made sure, we knew who he was. Yeah. And that's where I got the name The Voice. You know what I mean? Okay. They started me off, and here I am,
All right, so growing up, like, what were your favorite TV shows or cartoons or favorite thing to watch on TV?
Favorite TV show, well, my favorite cartoon was Voltron. All right? Voltron. People don't know too much about that Voltron, them lions, flying around. You know what I mean?
That's the 80s baby.
Yes,
right
sir.
there.
Yes, sir. That's my joint there. But as far as shows, it was the Soul Train. It was the Apollo. It was anything that had to do with music. And Living Color, Jamie was my dude. You know what I mean? Like, You know, he would do the comedy thing, and then do the singing thing. Man, that
was
was
the skit with the dead dog.
all
too.
of that, man. You know,
come on,
you
dude.
know,
Yeah, I remember.
you
that
know,
one,
it was
man.
wild. You
Yeah.
know, and that carried me. You
So
know?
it seems like music is like strong part in your life, is strong influence on you.
Well, Trixx, man, I can say music saved my life. If I wasn't doing music, man, I'd be doing something else, and I don't know what that would be. You know, I can say a lot. I came from Richmond, so well, nothing positive. So outside of that, when I got here to these, you know, everything was a little slower. You know what I mean? So it's like, what? Like, I'm about to go ham. You know? So
Ham.
Yes.
What's ham?
ham.
Yes.
I'm about to go crazy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's the way it was, you know, being down here. Like, I was from the streets. These people were from the fields, you know? So it's like, get in where you fit in. So I learned to be cool, you know? With my grandmother and all them, everything panned out well for me, you know?
All right. Okay. You keep referring to your grandmother, or speaking of your grandmother. You said you was in church, right?
Yes. Every Sunday.
Did you put your vocals to work?
Yep. And they had me doing speeches. Every Sunday I had to read a speech in front of the whole church every Sunday.
You remember that?
Oh man.
You was nervous?
Ephesians 13, chapter 13, something like that, man.
Wow, he does remember.
Children, honor your parents, yo. Just remember that.
remember.
Honor your parents. Honor our mother and father. My grandmother's passed on now. She passed away in February, but I'll never forget what she taught me, you know?
Rest in peace.
Yes. I love her
All right,
dearly.
so who is your favorite musician or artist artist?
We'll go by singer. Can I go by singer?
Yeah, you can go by singing.
My favorite singer is Mr. Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, okay.
And, because I got two.
Uh-huh.
I got two, y'all. I'm sorry.
Who's the second?
Tank. My man Tank got a feeling.
The
He
ladies
just
love
can't
him.
let go.
Yeah.
He can express things that you gonna feel and your mommy, your daddy, and everybody else gonna feel. Like, you can't. It's an emergency.
Yeah.
You know.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
You're right about that. That's two great artists right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That taught me everything, and I don't even know them. I listened to them CDs for years.
So which order is Jamie then Tank?
It's Jamie then Tank, man, because Jamie gave me my sound. You know what I'm saying? He taught me how to. Man, you need to sing with sound. And he ain't say none of that because I just listened to the CD. You feel me? But when I listened to that CD, he was letting you know that it's this sound that you hear that feels.
So would you say that Jamie is one of the most influential people in your life?
Jamie is. He has to be, because when he was going through his career, he actually started off as a comedian. And everybody know he wanted to sing because he would do the comedian thing and do the singing thing at the same time.
Slide that in.
Yeah, you know. Green egg slam, all that little stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying? So you could tell that he loved being a comedian, but at the same time, he wanted to sing.
He wanted to sing.
And people wouldn't give him that opportunity at first. He would just have to sneak it in there. That's why he would just be on some joking-ish, and, you know, then he would go in on the singing, you know? But that man never gave up, man.
That's one thing he never gave up.
Never gave up. Like, even when he got his show, you know, that was him singing in the beginning. Here I come, here I come, here I come. It's tonight, you can check on my phone. Time to get it started. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is.
Okay.
So, you know, like, that man didn't give up. And to this day, he is here.
So would you consider him one of the people you most admire?
Very. I couldn't, you know, other than God and my parents and you know, people, so on and so forth, I couldn't imagine anybody else, you know?
Okay, so since you're so influenced by Jamie,
Right.
do you think you can follow in the same footsteps as Jamie, or surpass Jamie's excellence or achievements that he's accomplished?
Well, Trixx, you know, I believe that I can do just as much or more because I got a vision too. You know, unlike him, like Jamie.
Yes.
I believe his message was that you can make it and you can do whatever you want to do. I believe my message is the same thing, only it's joy in whatever you can do. And doesn't matter what situation you in. You can bring the joy out of it. Joy does overpower whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whether you are broken up with your girl or shoot, that shorty is your type. You feel me? You can vibe with that. And that's what I get from the music. You feel me?
Wow. Some real moving stuff right there, man. Real deep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So do you see yourself like doing comedy or doing TV shows?
Well, I am a funny guy.
You are a funny guy?
I am a funny guy. I wanted to.
Well, tell me a joke right now.
I thought about it. What do gay horses say?
I have no idea.
Hey.
Yeah, you are pretty funny, I guess.
You know what time it is.
You're on that path, I guess. Following Jamie Foxx's footsteps.
Well.
I believe you can surpass him. But,
yeah, man. Yeah.
Do you do music yourself?
Every day, man.
Like your own music?
Yes,
like,
I do. Yes, I do.
You actually like write it yourself?
I write it myself. You know, sometimes you have the little writer's block sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I got, blessed people to be around you, I know you've assisted me a few times while I've been in the lab. You know, my boy Eardrums, you know what I mean? Craft the Boy, you know what I mean?
Boy, yes.
Few others, Ron TV, so on and so forth. But mainly it comes from DannyB singing, It's my life experiences that I had to bring joy out of myself because I was going through things. You feel me?
So what type of music would you like? What category? What genre of this music that you're singing?
Well, I like to call it R&B pop. You know what I mean?
R&B
because
pop?
Right. I like to call it R&B pop.
Why
because I'm R&B,
but
I move at the same time. But my move ain't no rider move. You know what I'm saying? It's a hit to it. You know what I mean? I like my stuff to pump to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I like for it to have a kick to it. So only kick you kind of have nowadays is that pop music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I mix the two together, and you get DB. You know what I mean? That's how you get it. You feel me?
All right. So how long you been doing this music thing, man?
Professionally, I have been singing maybe 5 or 6 years. Professionally, singing total, I've been singing since I was in the 7th grade. 7th grade.
Wow.
7th grade. I was. If I can, I'll tell you a story.
Go ahead.
I was with, like I said, my parents broke up. So my mom had a stepfather, and we moved out of my grandmother's house, and his children.
So this is when you came back to Chesapeake?
Right, when I came back to Chesapeake.
Okay.
And that man right now is in the hospital. He has liver cancer. He's battling for his life. And unfortunately, God is going to call him home soon.
Wishing the best.
So that is something I'm going through right now as we speak.
Yes.
And his daughter, the same person who just came home off the plane yesterday, we just picked up from Norfolk. I was sitting in the kitchen, man, washing dishes. Right when the Dragon Ball Z went on, because my mom was about to come home. Remember it came on right after Rap City. And I was washing them dishes, man. I didn't want to get my butt toe up, man. And I was just sitting there singing. And I was singing Usher, man. She Likes It My Way. And I was just singing. She likes it my way, my way. And my sister said, hold up. Come here, boy. Do that again, please. I'm serious. Like, everybody think I'm joking right now.
Couldn't believe what she just
like
heard.
real rap. She called me back, and I was scared. I actually didn't sing for her again. Yeah, man. She said, "Yo, you got to do that again," and I was shy, and I didn't. But the desire was still in me to do it. But I was shy.
Was the desire in you because of the reaction that that she showed?
That was the moment that I found out, Trixx. But I always had a feeling because, you know, it would just be little songs on I knew. Now, I remember when I was in the 5th grade and Mariah Carey, Honey was out. Yeah. And it's just like honey.
I remember that
Some
too.
girl in school stopped me in the hallway, dog. And she was like, whoa. You sound like Mariah Carey. I was like, are you serious? And she was like, I'm serious.
You sound like Mariah Carey.
She was like, you sound like Mariah Carey. I was like, no, but maybe it's something that she's hearing that's reminded me, you know? And that day, though, when my sister stopped me, man, I knew it, though.
All right, so how long would you say you've been doing this? You said since you were 7?
Since I was in the 7th grade, man.
Wow.
Since I was in 7th grade, I have been singing numerous groups, churches, R&B groups. Been kicked out of groups, everything.
Back then, did you sing like in like a talent show at school or anything like that?
No, actually.
You was too nervous to do that?
You daggone right. Back then, it was about the speeches with me. You know what I mean? I remember I started early. I was in the 3rd grade when I was in Richmond, and I had to say a speech on L. Douglas Wilder. You know, he's the first black mayor for, you know, Richmond.
Actually, you know, we have a building on campus.
Right, on campus, right.
Named after him.
And I had to say the speech about him. And I got up there, Trixx. I got up there, dog. And all I said was L. Douglas Wilder. And all you heard was nothing. Like,
that's it.
That was it, man. Like,
like
man,
the just
whole,
totally
like,
blanked up
all
there. Just
5 grades was in there in the cafeteria, man. And they was laughing at me.
So that had to be like the most embarrassing moment.
Man, that's when I got. That's when I knew that. Because I wanted to do it. I really wanted to do it. But I didn't know how to just let it out. And you know, I was going through so many things at home at the same time, you know, and
had a lot of stuff.
Right, man. You know,
really focus.
Sometimes I didn't know what to expect when I got home.
Especially as a young kid.
Yeah, man, dog. Some people don't know how blessed they really are, bro. You know, but hey, look at me now. You know, forget that speech. You know.
So, are you going on tour with this music?
Well, I'm trying to now. I'm trying to push my new CD. It's actually called Empty Glass. You know.
How many tracks up there?
It's 9 tracks.
What's up with the production?
Eardrums on the production.
Any features?
Craft the Boy. Eardrums, of course. Tone Carter. Tone, you know what time it is.
All right, so
Block Pharmacist, you know, A Block, you know what time it is.
All right. You know? So how many projects have you put out, man?
Well, this is actually my first solo project by myself, producing it, you know, just going hard, you know, that this is my first, man.
All right, the first one, you're going to make this one your best one, right?
Actually, my second. The first one was called Garage Music, but of course, Garage Music.
Stuck in the garage. That's
stuck in the garage. So, you know, we're going to leave it right there where it's at.
All right, so what's your goals with this music thing, man? What you trying to do with this?
My overall goal is to give back, man.
Give back.
I believe there's so many things in this area that we are not doing. And they need to be addressed, you know?
Yes.
I mean, I'm also a barber. And, you know, I would love to just be able to just buy a bus.
When you say we, do you mean like African Americans or just
African Americans, people in general. Okay. You know, we all different ethnics and you know, all of that. You know, we are all people at the end of the day. And we all need help from each other, regardless if you got it or you don't, you know? And I just believe it's not too many positive things going on for our children out here, man.
You're right about that, man.
And if Trixx, if I could do anything, man, I just want to give back.
All right.
You know, I mean, all the money, all the jewels. You can see I got jewels and all of that ish. You know, all of that's fine. You know what I mean? But change somebody's life. You know what I mean?
All right.
Change somebody's life. You know what I mean?
You're trying to do something positive out here for
Man,
the
that's
youth,
the only
man.
way to do it, man. If you ain't doing nothing positive, what are you doing?
All right,
You
that's
ain't
what I
winning
like
out
to hear,
here.
man.
You ain't winning. You ain't riding like the president. What are you doing?
Stay on that path, man. That's that righteous path, and keep motivating the youth and keep doing what you're doing, man.
All day, all day, all day.
It's nice to have you, man. All right.
Man, yo, let's do it again, man. Yo, Danny be singing. Yo, Twitter. Yo, Danny the Voice, Facebook. Yo, I'm on Reverb Nation. I am everywhere. Yo, holla at me. I will be in Cali soon, Vegas. It doesn't matter. I'm all over the nation. Holla at your boy.
All right, yeah, the guy. DannyB right there, my special guest, and I'm your host, Trixx, a.k.a. the man with 2 X's,
Yeah.
signing off.
God bless everyone.
God bless.